You said that Disney is not retelling folk tales well. I think I know why that is, but will you tell me why that is?
Well, I think one of the things that happened, of course, in Disney is that it got taken over by, I guess, what you could call the woke mind virus. It started with a kind of feminism trope where they didn't like the idea of the princess that meets her prince. They wanted to liberate her. It started with, I think, with Rapunzel, actually, where this whole story is about her own self-development, and the guy is just a detail in the story. And then it just kept getting worse and worse as they moved down the progressive line to a point where the images in the fairy tales didn't make sense to what they wanted to make anymore. So by the time they got to Snow White, that's why it took I think 3-4 years to make Snow White, is because the first version they made was so political. And they realized that no one is going to want this, because Disney is, that story, particular Snow White, it was the first full-length animation. It was a massive moment in culture when Disney made that movie, and they were basically dragging it through the mud by making it into a kind of postmodern commentary. And so I think that's what it is. And now the problem they have is that they realize that they're in trouble. Nobody wants to see their movies anymore. Nobody cares. But it's hard to get rid of people once the company itself is made of people that think in a certain way. I don't think they can recover from this.